Guys, let's talk about the trail arm. So in particular for a right-handed golfer, your right arm. This arm is going to be really important. I meet a lot of golfers who struggle with steepness in the downswing, and that very quickly goes away once they understand the functionality of the trail arm. So first things first, let's talk a little bit about what should happen in the setup position. The first thing that I'd say is, look, your trail hand, unless you choose to grip it unusually, your trail hand is always going to be lower than your lead hand on the grip, okay? So that will always induce an element of tilt, and that means that in that setup position, your trail arm should be slightly soft, which basically means it shouldn't be sitting dominant and on top. So you can see as I get set up here, the way this trail arm has an element of softening to it. And that's a key thing, okay? If your trail arm is sitting on top like so, that's really going to make you struggle in that takeaway move. Now, what we're then looking for is a little bit of understanding of how to get the club into what's known as a takeaway position, which is that first parallel. A couple of movements that should happen. First one is a little bit of wrist hinge. So see the way that the back of my right wrist is breaking just to initiate that backswing position, like so. As that happens, my arm itself is going to move a little bit to the side of the body. Okay, so see the way it moves away from me. So this space here is materializing as I'm demonstrating, and there's going to be an element of forearm rotation. Okay, like so. So if I show you that from the sidearm perspective, we've got a little bit of wrist hinge, a little bit of movement, and a little bit of arm rotation. So see the way that my right forearm just rotates up towards the sky. And that's what we need. Okay, so you can see as I've taken the club back, the way my trail arm is nice and soft. Club face can still look parallel towards your spine angle. You don't have to rotate it excessively, but you can see the way that I've got my trail arm in this sort of position. Now, the reason why this is so key is because the simplicity from here is I can just turn. And as long as you understand to turn around a tilt, your right shoulder goes up, which means that you don't have to really elevate your arm that much in the backswing position. And like with students that I meet, all of a sudden this arm is in a much better position. So from here, it can just come straight down on the back of the golf ball. And this is why with students all the time that I meet end up getting much more distance by just understanding very much the functionality of that first move. So that's what you want to do. You want to just go through that little bit of a routine where you get yourself set up. You allow your trail arm to have a little bit of softening in that setup position. From there, you let it fold into that first parallel, and then from this position, just allow yourself to turn up to the top, and you should notice the way you're able to just pull the club down and across the golf ball, and it makes that downswing so much easier. See you soon.